Kashmir. On the one hand, India has a grandiose vision of its place in the Committee of Nations. On the other, it implements a grotesque plot to subjugate foreign people and territories. It wishes to become a permanent member of the UN Security Council. However, its leadership takes pride in trampling upon international law and the UN Security Council resolutions. These contradictions, reinforced by the ideology of Hindutva, should serve as an eye-opener for the international community. Mr. Speaker, it is an established fact that Jammu and Kashmir is an international dispute. The Indian government or its judiciary have no right to take unilateral measures against the will of other parties to the dispute, that is, the Kashmiri people and Pakistan. Now, verdict of any Indian court can stifle the aspirations of the Kashmir people. They had rejected India's illegal occupation in 1947. They also reject the actions of 5th August 2019. The judgment is politically motivated. This legal manipulation is an old tool in the hands of occupying powers, aimed at creating ground realities, feigning hatred for popular support, and finally seeking legal validation through puppet courts. We and the Kashmiri people reject all this. Mr. Speaker, today in occupied Jammu and Kashmir, fear reigns, lives are extinguished, and rights are trampled upon with impunity. We condemn the consistent and premeditated assault on the demography of the Kashmiri people, the integrity of their land, and repeated attempts to rob them of their unique religious and cultural identity. Mr. Speaker, a Hindutva-driven leadership is bent upon devastating communities and perpetuating subjugation and occupation of Jammu and Kashmir. They are targeting defenseless Kashmiri men, women, and children. The dream of breaking the will of the brave Kashmiri people, like many colonial rulers and radical occupiers throughout history. They are mistaken. The Kashmiris refuse to be enslaved. They have inscribed the crimson history of their resistance with their blood. Let me at this juncture pay homage to the early martyrs of the Kashmiri struggle, the tens of thousands valiant souls of Jammu. Their massacre in 1947 inspires our strong resolve in Pakistan to stand by our brethren in their just struggle. Mr. Speaker, during the last 34 years, more than 96,000 Kashmiris have been killed. Thousands of women have been subjugated to molestation and harassment. Pellet guns have been used as a weapon of mass blinding. Thousands of others have fallen victim to enforced disappearances. All these brutalities must end. The international community must hold the perpetrators of these excesses to account. These human rights abuses are well documented by a number of international bodies, including through 2 reports of the Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights issued in 2018 and 19. Today I ask the world, when will its collective conscience awaken? For how long will the people of Kashmir continue to make sacrifices? For how long will their voices be muzzled? For how long will their leaders remain arbitrarily detained? And for how long will they continue to suffer torture and extrajudicial executions? The state-sponsored terrorism must come to an end. Earlier this year, the Office of All Parties Hurriyat Conference in Srinagar was sealed. But can that flame in the hearts of Kashmiris be extinguished by confiscation or destruction of the structures of brick and mortar? The Indian authorities snatched the dead body of Sayyid Ali Gailani and did not allow his family to attend his funeral.